back to Adventures in Music with me, Jim, where we listen to, talk about and do all sorts of things music-y. Now, you'll have seen already from the title of this video what we're listening to today. It is Pink Floyd. It is the album The Final Cut. Now, hold on, let me just get my bits and bobs sorted out over here. This is a request that has come in from Malcolm Daniel, and it is his whatever it's called, his choice of album for being a member of the channel. That's what we're trying to get to, right? So he says to me, "Hey Jim, hope all is well. Enjoyed the last few episodes, especially the Maiden B-sides and the Yes Awakened live. Love that track. And talking about music, I'd love it if you get to my album choice. It's Floyd, The Final Cut. Now, I know it's definitely the Marmite album amongst the fans, but I absolutely love it. It's actually up there with The Wall as my favourite Floyd album. Hopefully, the viewers might view it in a slightly different light when they hear it again, or maybe just hearing it for the first time. Anyway, keep up the excellent work, Jim. All the best, Malcolm. Thank you very much." So, I don't know this album. I know two songs from it. And I know in the past I've said I do know a lot of Pink Floyd. Well, it's true. I know an awful lot of Pink Floyd, but this is one album that I don't actually know from start to finish, which is odd because I do know most of them. I've got this. It's my Pink Floyd box set on CD. It contains 14 studio albums, and it has in here, let's have a look, The Final Cut. Which is what we are going to be listening to today. So, before we get to that, I just want to read a review. The Final Cut extends the autobiography of The Wall, concentrating on Roger Waters' pain when his father died in World War II. Waters spins this off into a treatise on the futility of war, concentrating on the Falkland Islands, setting his blistering condemnations and scathing anger to impossibly subdued music that demands full attention. This is more like a novel than a record, requiring total concentration, since shifts in dynamics, orchestration and instrumentation are used as effect. This means that while this has the texture of classic Pink Floyd, somewhere between the brooding sections of The Wall and the monolithic menace of Animals, there are no songs or hooks to make these radio favourites. The even bent of the arrangements, where the music is used as texture, not music, means that The Final Cut purposefully alienates all but the dedicated listener. Several of those listeners maintain that this is amongst Pink Floyd's finest efforts, and it certainly is an achievement of some kind. There's not only no other Pink Floyd album quite like it, it has no close comparisons to anybody else's work, apart from Waters' own The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Yet, that had a stronger musical core. That doesn't make this any easier to embrace, of course, and it's damn near impenetrable in many respects, with its anger, emphasis on lyrics, and song textures. It's clear that it's the album that Waters intended it to be, and it's equally clear that Pink Floyd couldn't have continued in this direction. Waters had no interest in a group setting anymore, as this record, which is hardly a Floyd album in many respects, illustrates. Distinctive, to be sure, but not easy to love, and depending on your view, not even that easy to admire. Well, that sets it up nicely, doesn't it? I don't know what to make of that. We have got 13 tracks that we're going to whistle through, and we have got The Postwar Dream, Your Possible Pasts, One of the Few, When the Tigers Broke Free is the song that I know, The Hero's Return, The Gunner's Dream, Paranoid Eyes, Get Your Filthy Hands Off My Desert. The Fletcher Memorial Home is another song that I know, Southampton Dock, The Final Cut, Not Now John, Two Suns in the Sunset. So, Malcolm, I'm intrigued. There you go, the artwork for this. It's a close-up, I think. I'm guessing. I think that might be Poppy, and then these sort of bits of the the fabric part of the medals that are hung onto a uniform. I guess we better just get on and listen to this. I'm a bit scared. A little bit of, going to us a little bit of trepidation. We'll just see how this goes. So here we go. The post-war dream. 3, 2, 1. Bosh.
Build a nuclear fallout shelter at Peterborough in Cambridge.
3 High Court judges have cleared the way for coverage.
It was announced today that the replacement for the Atlantic conveyor, the container ship lost in the Falklands conflict, will be built in Japan. A spokesman for Cuba
Moving in, and they say the third world countries like Bolivia, which produce the drug, are suffering from rising violence, economic damage, and political instability.
Tell me true, tell me why was Jesus crucified? Was it for this that Daddy died? Was it you? Was it me? Did I watch too much TV? Is that a hint of accusation in your eyes? If it wasn't for the nips being so good at building ships, the yards would still be open on the Clyde. And it can't be much fun for them beneath the rising sun, with all their kids committing suicide. What have we done? Maggie, what have we done?
Quite to Margaret Thatcher there.
What have we done to England?
Right. Your possible pasts.
Your possible pasts. Some bright-eyed and crazy, some frightened and lost. A warning to anyone still in command of their possible future to take care. In derelict sidings, the pop is entwined with cattle trucks lying in wait for the next time. Stood in the doorway, the ghost of a smile, haunting her face like a cheap hotel sign. Her cold eyes imploring the men in their bags for the gold in their bags or the knives in their backs. Stepping up boldly, one put out his hand. He said, I was just a child then. Now I'm only a man. Do you remember me? How we used to be? Do you think we should be closer?
Well, it still sounds very, very much like a Pink Floyd album to me at the minute.
By the cold
There's
and
lots of stops and starts, aren't there?
we were taken in hand, shown how to feel good and told to feel bad. Strung out behind us, the banners and flags of our possible past lie in tatters and rags. Do you remember me? How we used to be? Do you think we should be closer?
One of the few.
When you're one of the few to land on your feet, what do you do to make ends meet? Make 'em mad, make 'em sad, make 'em add 2 and 2, or make 'em me, or make 'em you. Make 'em do what you want them to. Make 'em laugh, make 'em cry, make 'em lay down and die.
When the tigers break free. Right. This is a song I do know. This is an absolutely brilliant song, this. Absolutely heartbreaking. It really is.
just before dawn, one miserable morning in Black 44, when the forward commander was told to sit tight, when he asked that his men be withdrawn, and the generals gave thanks as the other ranks held back the enemy tanks for a while, and the Anzio bridgehead was held for the price of a few hundred ordinary lives. And kind old King George sent Mother a note when he heard that Father was gone. It was, I recall, in the form of a scroll with gold leaf and all. And I found it
God.
one day in a drawer of old photographs hidden away. And my eyes still grow damp to remember His Majesty signed with his own rubber stamp. It was dark all around, there was frost in the ground, when the tigers broke free. And no one survived from the Royal Fusiliers Company C. They were all left behind, most of them dead, the rest of them dying.
Devastating, isn't it?
That's how
Oh, dear.
my command took my daddy from me.
Gosh. The hero's return.
Jesus, Jesus, what's it all about? Trying to crouch these little ingrates into shape. When I was their age, all the lights went out. There was no time to whine and mope about, and even now part of me flies over crested and angels 1-5. Never felt the wind behind my sarcasm, desperate memories lie. Sweetheart, sweetheart, are you fast asleep? That's the only time that I can really speak to you. And there is something that I've locked away, a memory that is too painful to withstand the light of day. When we came back from the war, the banners and flags hung on everyone's door. We danced and we sang in the street, and the church bells rang. But burning in my heart, the memory smolders on.
The gunner's dream. I really like the way the use of sound effects in it. They did it on the wall as well. I've done lots of albums actually, but it's really effective.
Floating down through the clouds, memories come rushing up to meet me now. But in the space between the heavens and the corner of some foreign field, I had a dream. I had a dream. Goodbye, Max. Goodbye, Ma. After the service, when you're walking slowly to the car, and the silver in her hair shines in the cold November air, you hear the tolling bell and touch the silk in your lapel. And as the teardrops rise to meet the comfort of the band, take her frail hand and hold on to the dream. Place to stay, enough to eat. Somewhere old heroes shuffle safely down the street, where you can speak out loud about your doubts and fears. And what's more, no one ever disappears. You never hear their standard issue kicking in your door. You can relax on both sides of the tracks, and maniacs don't blow holes in bandsmen by remote control. And everyone has recourse to the law, and no one kills the children anymore. No one kills the children anymore. Night after night, going round and round my brain. His dream is driving me insane. In the corner of some foreign field, the gunner sleeps tonight. What's done is done. We cannot just write off his final scene. Take heed of the dream.
This is certainly an accomplishment of orchestration and of realization of Roger Waters' vision.